Ma'am, I don't know what's going on in your body, but God can heal you. There's nothing that God cannot do. When sacrifice moves God to perform a miracle. We got to dissolve doubt. Doubt would destroy us. We got to believe God can do anything. I often wondered why that God has brought Brother Jones into my life. But now I know why. And I'm just going to make a statement here. And I'm just going to say this. I don't feel like I have anyone, period, that's any closer to me that I've got confidence in. Confidence in. That I trust than your pastor. I mean that. There's nothing that God cannot do. When sacrifice moves God to perform a miracle. We had a lady that was in a facility that we ministered to. And her mother was at the point of death. In fact, they would not let her get out to go to where she was at. And I felt impressed for her to stand in for her mother. And she did. They'd already told her that it could be any moment. The nurse had already called. They have to call the counselor there, and the counselor has to go get her and bring her and let her talk to the phone in the office. They don't have phones. And they'd already told her any moment your mother's going to be gone. And that lady stood in for her mother. And God reached through that situation and completely healed her mama to where now she's doing fine. She is totally healed. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. My wife's mother had hospice called in a month ago. It's been all over Facebook. I'm sure that if anybody has been on our Facebook, they've seen the prayer request for her mom. And they've called hospice. The family was standing around the bed. And I told my wife, I said, now wait just a minute. I'm not gonna join in with the mourning just yet. I feel to pray just a little bit more. I feel to pray just a little bit more. Remember the woman, the daughter was grievously vexed with the devil? She didn't go away. I said, we need to pray one more time, and let's just see what's going to happen. She wasn't responding. She was just laying there. They were all crying. My wife's daddy was kneeling by the bed and giving her the farewells and weeping and crying. And then all of a sudden, she woke up and looked around and said, y'all thought I was going to die. And God said, when sacrifice moved God to perform a miracle, God stepped in and dissolved the doubt, and my God, and she's doing a whole lot better today. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. Lord. Sister, I don't know you, but I know this. I don't know what you're battling, but God's able. We got to dissolve doubt. You just got to praise Him. Just praise Him in advance. Just praise Him in advance. Just praise Him in advance. Whatever the doctor says, whatever you're going through physically, there's nothing that there's nothing that God cannot do when sacrifice moves God to perform a miracle. You may be seated. I do come to tell this church today, I really feel this, that Orlando Pentecostal Church, I believe you're at the door, the next level. When your pastor got up and said that some of you are allowing the enemy basically to plant doubt, I tell you what it's going to take. And the next level that you're at is sacrifice. I was in a revival somewhere where back then they had those usher bags, not plates, but the bag was about that deep with the wooden handles. And I did not know. Here's my little wife again. You and her get